I've known Jim for, since 1973, when he was engaging in his first campaign for the Atlanta City Council. Jim has always impressed me as a person who works very hard in a way that I think represents the best of the human spirit.
As a community activist, I had an opportunity to meet him. And so I met him in the 90s. Now, I didn't start working with him until I got on council, and then he became a colleague. So that's kind of my history with Jim, but I think everyone has a history with Jim Maddox.
During his more than quarter century on the Atlanta City Council, Jim Maddox has taken a deep interest in neighborhood affairs. He established the Southwest Community Group and helped revamp Atlanta's emergency management system to make it more responsive.
One of the things that I admire most about Jim is the E911 system that the police department has today started with Jim Maddox in the 1970s. The bulletproof vest that police officers wear today are largely there in part because of the effort between Jim Maddox and the late Barbara Asher.
His tenure on the City Council earned Mr. Maddox the title Dean of Council.
The Dean of Council is something that occurs after you've been around a while, but I think it's been used more respectfully because of Jim's quiet wisdom. He is uniquely honest about his feelings and his perspective on things. And I think the younger council members have benefited over the years from Jim's ability to really tell them things that help them in their own careers.
I think Jim was a mentor to everyone. He was also willing to share his knowledge, which a lot of people, especially in a political world, they're not really willing to tell you, I've made that mistake, or don't do this, I've already done that and it didn't work. Jim was always very willing, and I'm sure he still is, willing to share his experiences and his knowledge so that maybe you won't make the same mistakes that he's made, which to me was so important.
In addition to his tireless work on the local level, Mr. Maddox is involved with the Georgia Council of International Visitors and the city's Advisory Committee on International Relations.
One of the things that I know Jim will be remembered for is Jim was always thinking about Atlanta economically in a global setting. I've always admired the way that Jim truly loves the city of Atlanta. And he doesn't just love Atlanta in Atlanta, he loves Atlanta globally. He was always headed off on a mission to go tell people how wonderful we are. And he would go to China and Africa, and I know while Jim was there, he was telling them how wonderful Atlanta is. Of course, he was also trying to get businesses to come to Atlanta, but while he was there, I think he was sharing the warmth of Atlanta.
Although Councilman Maddox recently retired, his legacy in the city of Atlanta will live on.